to Vestaangelstarot Incorporated. This is going to be your Vesta scope for July the 21st, I believe, 2021. It's a lot of 21s in today's date, right? 2/1/21. I didn't even take time to add up today's date. So I believe maybe if we add up today's date, will it come up to another 12? But anyway, I thought about it after I did yesterday's reading. It's, as you see, it's still on the table today. I was going to pick up off of this energy from yesterday because we had two sun cards, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor, and also the Star card. Those are a lot of major arcana for a whole new wish of beginnings. Hey, E-Baby, how are you? What you doing, E-Baby? So this is a huge transition that will be, for a lot of you, happening in your life. It may be happening with baby steps. For some of you, it could be some huge steps, some major turning points in your life right now. Hey, Stagner. But we're going to pick up from yesterday's reading, and I'm going to clarify what's going on. Now, of course, you know it's going to be different for everybody. Some of you just don't believe that it's just time for you to, you're welcome. Some of you just don't believe that it's time for a new. You have been so comfortable. Hey, Linda from New York, how are you feeling today? A lot of you have been going through a lot of turning points in your life. A lot of you unexpectedly. Some of you, you knew that it was coming. Some of you, a lot of you are telepathic, clairvoyance, clairaudience. And we don't understand a lot of things or why it happened. We don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. This is just a thumbnail to what is really going on in the ethers. You know, they'll only give me a certain amount of answers, and the rest I have to use my intuition. The rest you have to use your intuition. And then the other thing is that we have to allow things or time for it to play out. Like I say, I have my aunt, who is the last family member of my mother. She's like 94, 96, something like that. And she's and very ill. They say she's doing better. But at that age, you know, it is always a major turning point. And she has been like the head monarchy of the whole family, or at least over my side of my mother's family. And I really feel that once she's gone, my side of my mother's family is going to turn upside down. Now, I really too much don't be around my mother's side of the family as much as I should, or as much as I used to when I was younger. I don't know why I'm touching into this. Some of you also could have some family members right now that are taken ill. My oldest daughter, grandfather just passed away. They just had the funeral a couple of days ago, or one day last week. I've been having a lot of accidents and death also in my family. Can I control that? No. Do I see it in the tarot? Sometimes I do. But no matter how much I do this, I can't stop fate. All right. So what I'm getting at is that we don't have the answers, we don't understand, and we don't know why. All right. And I feel that a lot of you this is a major turning point in your life right now. That could be good or bad, or both. And you're going to just have to learn how to still see where healing and happiness can be for you in your life, and still move on. Okay, and believe me, I've been there. I've buried both of my parents. I've buried a child already. You know, my grandparents, of course, is gone. I've had a lot of things to happen to me in my life, starting early at an early age. I've been without my mother for almost over 10, 12 years now. So what I'm just saying is that losing my mother at an early age in my late 20s, early 30s was a huge wake-up call for me. And I've never really had anybody to really be there as a female or older female guidance for me, and I had to figure it out myself. Do I understand why? And my mother passed in her sleep. So that was nothing to be upset about. It was nothing to be scared about. It was just something peaceful that happened because it was her time, right? So I see love here that is wanting to be a new staple in your life. But I feel a lot of you are so still tied up to past emotions and people that have wronged you or done you wrong from your past that is blocking this energy to come in to be a new major turning point in your life. And that's understandable. Okay, that's understandable because nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to go back through that. Nobody wants to be played like a fool. Nobody wants to give their all as the kind people that you are, especially the people who are on my channel. You're very open-hearted. You're very giving. You're very nurturing, everything, right? And who wants to waste that energy on somebody who does not reciprocate? So you shelter yourself, you hide yourself, you be in solitude. You don't really allow people to love you the way that you should be loved because you already have a wall up. Now, this Four of Pentacles here in reverse. Some of you are already married or already in some type of living arrangement or, has a spouse. Okay. And I really feel that whoever your spouse is or this other person, and this is for only the people who are living together or married right now, you are going through some turning points in your marriage and in your life too. Okay. And it seems like you are also wavering in your faith, where that I see that you are wanting to open up. You wanting to be happy. You wanting to have this love reciprocated between you and your spouse or your mate. And you keep giving the opportunity to this situation. But some of you with this Two of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like some of you may just can't pinpoint it anymore. Right? It's kind of like you just don't know what or how much to invest in. But even though you're in a partnership, you want to keep investing. You keep giving this other person this opportunity. You keep doing things that you're supposed to be doing, more things than you need to be doing. You keep being the one that taking charge over the relationship, not being able to stay in your divine feminine energy, because some of you that's in a marriage, you're coming off as the emperor. Okay, you're coming off as the emperor. And anytime I see the Seven of Pentacles with the emperor, it's kind of like you're not quite sure on what to do or what to invest in next. Do I still invest into this person, into my marriage, into this situation? So I'm going to pull these cards up, and then we're going to clarify the Ace of Cups for singles, people who are in a married situation, and for even the people who do not want a new love relationship. We're going to see. Because you cannot stay like the Hangman estate, okay, forever in your life. You've gotten some clarity on some things in your life that you want to change. You already are doing it. But for some of you, have not seen the success in it. Okay. Some of you also have cut off a lot of people that you used to date or if you were dating more than one person, if you were, you know, yeah, if you was just dating more than one person, you've cut a lot of people off. But now is the time also to reconsider. I see that you're telling a lot of people no, because you don't want to open that door. You don't want to go back down that road again to waste your time into something or somebody who is not going to turn out to be the one. But you're not going to know unless you put some type of effort into it. Okay. Now, some of you also are just waiting on some type of conversation. You're waiting on a talk to happen. And some of you are going to make time for that. Okay. You're going to make time or allow some time for that situation to happen. And if you didn't, the universe is asking you to change your mind, to reconsider. And the reason that you don't want to reconsider is because you don't want to feel like this Five of Pentacles. You don't want to feel hurt, wounded. You don't want to get back with somebody or start a new relationship and you end up having to take care of this person financially. You're going to be the one to nurse them, to make them feel better. Okay. Some of you are already doing this now. And, that's part of what you can do or supposed to do in a relationship, but it's not all of it. Okay. And this is something too that some of you may be wanting to speak or talk about with your mate, that some of this needs to change. And this can be why you're standing up for yourself as the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is looking at something to invest in, whether this is you or whether this is your mate you're already with, or this is a new person coming in. Okay. If you already started dating somebody new, it's still a conversation, or the major conversation that you're waiting on to see if you're going to continue to invest into this person. Because some of you are wavering like, well, I'm not quite sure if I should reconsider to invest my time into this person, because there's still more questions that I need to ask. It's still more answers that I need before I fully commit. Because some of you are still in this Five of Pentacles where you're hurt, you're wounded, you're already trying to get yourself together financially. Okay. But your happiness is also around the corner from things that you have already invested in previously. You're about to get the fruition. All right. Let's see. So I want to remove these. Now, some of you may understand what I'm saying right now, and some of you may not. Okay. Some of you may just feel like, well, I just don't really feel like investing. Look at there, the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. This is also about commitment. Okay. Some of you also may be thinking about divorce, and that conversation is about to come around. Okay. Because you don't want to wait on this situation anymore. Some of you already had this type of argument or fight or talk, and you're emotionally drained. You're taking a break from the situation. Some of you are living with this person already in the home. You haven't been really speaking to them, or really haven't been talking about the things that are concrete about your relationship going on, but you're still in heartbreak. Some of you, it could also be that your mate is going through some financial challenges, and some of you are just tired of picking up the pieces from this other person. That's why you're feeling like the Five of Pentacles. Oh, let me see. Let me put this back. They're telling me to keep the Hierophant. I don't know why. I don't ask questions. I just do what I'm told. Now, you know, the Hierophant, okay, angels, the Hierophant means a couple of things, right? The Hierophant can stand for not just about marriage. It's about a deeper sense of commitment, not just only to another person, but to yourself. And also about your, I'm sorry, y'all. And also about your religious efforts. Okay. Now, this is also a spread of saying that you need to take charge of your own direction of what you're going to stand for, such as a higher learning. Okay. Some of you, some of you, it's just like the universe is saying, I need or I want you to not only love yourself more, but also put I'm trying to put it into words where I can say it, because I see it and hear it in my mind, but I'm trying to put it out there because it's like you are the key to all of this. You get me? You're the key. However and whatever takes place in your life regarding love and spirituality and the sense of higher learning about everything. Okay, not just about the other person, not just about your spouse, but about you, about also having a higher learning about your own self. That is the key. And once you have that key, once you unlock that about yourself, you cannot ever not be in the sun or not ever be in a sense of happiness. Now, y'all know what I mean when I say happiness, right? It's not up to another person to make you happy. The key is the higher learning of keeping your own self in that vibration. Understanding, knowing yourself, keeping your chakras blocked, blocking people and energy, a sense of cleansing your aura and your spirit, your surroundings, your home, the way that you deal with money, because money is an energy, the way that you deal with people, the way that you understand other people as the Hierophant. Okay. And it's saying like you need to be the Hierophant within and about yourself. That's the ultimate emperor. And that's also the type of person that you want to be with, of course. We all would, whether they're a man or a woman. But don't expect that out of somebody when you don't have it for yourself or within yourself, is also what I'm saying. This is some things that you are discovering about yourself, right? That you did not know before, because your higher learning is getting higher in the ascensions. And this is all going to be about new love, taking charge, becoming a CEO or boss, okay, for your life and also for businesses that you may want to own, taking charge over your family, taking them in the right direction, being a ruler over your children, giving them a sense of higher learning. Okay, when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to operating in this 3D of the world, and also teaching them when it comes to about love and rebirth and transformation. Also teaching not only yourself and your children about how to love correctly, how to express your emotions. Hey, Pauline H., how are you? Hey, male Scorpio. And also about going after things as the emperor that makes you content. Remember, nothing is ever going to fully make you happy. That's a false sense of something that the world made a saying or a statement about, right? The happiness or the contentment comes from a higher learning from within. Okay? All right, let's see. Well, that was quick. The Sun card, look at there, the 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. And the picture may look not totally HD because I'm filming off my Android, because I'm waiting on a phone call for me to leave at about 1 o'clock, so I'm not on my iPhone, okay? But after I got off YouTube yesterday and this reading came out, when the Mars goes into Leo, and by the end of the month, and Mercury shifts, okay, and leaves out of Gemini, a lot of this is going to start to come towards you, and you have to be in this sense of higher learning. Remember what you have learned. Remember what you learned or is learning through your transformation, the rebirth, Scorpio, the Ace of Cups. Some of you may have to just realize that the person that you're with is not your forever. And I know some of you don't want to hear that, but some of you are already discovering it within inside of yourself, because you are starting to take charge of your life in different ways because of this Hierophant here, the higher learning. Now, for the single people, you're going through or went through a rebirth of love here, and you're waiting on this type of emperor to approach you for commitment, for them to know how to be already in a sense of higher learning, also you. So that's why I say, the way that you're learning also, you need to make sure that you're able to reciprocate it to the type of energy that's coming to you. Because if you're not on the same vibration, don't expect that person to be on the same vibration. So whatever you are, that's what you're going to call in. Higher learning. The energy is telling you to stay in this type of energy. This is all what you need to be consistent of here. Some of you, you're just emotionally drained. It don't have to be about a mate or somebody that you're married to. I feel that this Ten of Cups is representing things that you thought that was going to be what you wanted, a sense of stability. You don't see it right now. You don't see it in your life. And that's because of things that you have done personally, and a certain person that you have decided to marry or to move in with. Okay? That Ten of Cups is not all what you thought it was going to turn out to be. That's another sense of higher learning from within. Some of you also may meet somebody that works for a government. It don't have to be like a secret agent or anything like that. Maybe they work for the government. If it's different levels of working for the government, right? Some of you may meet somebody new that has that type of job, position, or title. But this is like, and they keep taking me back to the Hierophant. And I know that, in regular tarot or whatever, it's about marriage. But it's also a union, or a sense of union or accreditation to yourself. That's the key. And once you have that key and make that a success about yourself, then that's when you're going to meet also the same reciprocation of the other person that also is mastering that key. Because that Ten of Cups in reverse, some of you, your family may also be breaking up. Okay? Ooh. The Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You're emotionally tired and you're mentally drained. Some of you, like I said, you're very stressed right now about your marriage, about your commitment. Some of you are feeling that same type of way because you have not gotten married yet, and you're thinking about your future. So you're looking for a sign to when this Hierophant or the Emperor is going to come to you with that type of proposal. But you're over exhausting yourself, okay, where that you cannot stay the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Because that higher sense of learning is that believing in whatever religious denomination you believe in, that when it's time, it's time. So therefore, you must continue to work on yourself and be this Hierophant, okay, for yourself until it happens. So the universe, in other words, is still saying that you're too caught up in your mind and you're overthinking the situation instead of just allowing you as the Hierophant, as a higher sense of learning, to know when it's time, the ethers will give it to me, because I will be emotionally ready. I will be mentally ready. This also is, I hear, a change of mind frame when it comes to your marriage already right now, or your living situation. Some of you are already feeling or thinking that your mate or your spouse is sleeping with other people. Some of you already know it, but you don't want to take the blindfold off and believe it. That's also you keeping yourself trapped in something or with somebody as the Hierophant, because you're trying to keep face to show a happy family and emotionally stable commitment and or marriage to the world when it's not. So that entails will keep you like this. That's not a sense of higher learning. That's also showing that you're keeping yourself into a situation when you have already learned the lesson, instead of taking charge as the emperor and doing something about it. Either putting your foot down and telling your mate or your spouse that they're going to stop, or that you're leaving, so that you can experience the full rebirth, the Ace of Cups of new love to come in for you. Again, that's how you're learning as the Hierophant. The Knight of Wands, they came out yesterday. Some of you are Sag, or you're dealing with a Sag, or for some of you, this could be a Sag coming in. Okay. Now, the Knight of Wands for me is a situation where that a couple of things. Some of you that are single, maybe you've met somebody or you're about to meet somebody, okay? And this person is going to be very fast acting towards you. They may come off very sexual. You may see this person as a player, or you may see this person as that they're single and they can still date and see whoever that they want. So also, you need to get out of your mind frame, well, that they're still seeing other people, but you're not committed to them yet. You just met this person. You can't tell this person to stop dating and seeing other people, or to stop being a single person, or, I don't know why I was finna say gigolo. But you can't stop this person from dating and going out and having fun and taking action toward who and what they want if y'all not together and you're not officially a couple. So you're stressing yourself out over somebody you just recently met or thinking about. And you may already say, well, they're not marriage commitment. I see them as an emperor. Is this my new love coming in? But you're keeping yourself from this person. You're keeping yourself away, or still in the sense of solitude, because you're scared to emotionally invest. Now, I don't know who or what this Knight of Wands is. I'm going to try and quickly get something on it. But it's a Sag energy for me. The Four of Pentacles came back out. Okay. So some of you, if you already know who this person is, you are scared to open yourself up. I feel that this is still somebody new. Okay. The same with whoever you are that in a relationship and or marriage, you haven't really been sleeping with your mate lately. Okay. And it's emotionally tiresome from you, because you feel that you're married, you're in a relationship, and you should be intimate with your spouse, but it just haven't been that same type of emotional fulfillment lately. Okay. But you're still holding back, also holding back your feelings, emotions. See, Two of Cups in reverse. It's something like this Hierophant is saying that It's something left here that you need to figure out or do as a sense of higher learning. So let me put something on it. Oh, well, yeah, they're the Ace of Swords, so I guess that is a yes. The Ace of Swords is saying yes. Some of you, this is a new person, but you're scared to open up. Okay, you're too much overthinking a situation. Some of you is a strong Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Cancer. Peaceful resolution. Some of you don't want to reconsider to have this conversation or talk, to come up or to have at least a peaceful resolution. You're scared for this person to come back to you, to have this talk. You've been on the break. Some of you been ghosting this other person, or they did you. Okay, this also could be somebody else or you that recently went through some type of separation and or divorce. And if this is an ex and you were in a third party situation with this person, they feel that you are holding back from them, okay? Because of how they did you in this situation, that they made you mentally stressed. So they feel like they'll still be scared to come back towards you, to take action towards you, because you still may hold back from the relationship, okay? Get more information. The situation is going to improve, whether you're single or already with somebody. Okay. I feel, again, I'm going to throw some on this Hierophant before I go off. Perfect timing. So it's going to be perfect timing, like I said, due to when the ether says it's time, it's time. But some of you have to be ready and not be in this Eight of Swords. Okay. To be able to go after or accept this change to happen, that's going to kickstart the rest of your future. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear about love and relationships, but it's because of Mars and Venus. So it's not about what you don't want or what you want. It's about the planetary alignments that when they move and how they move, they do that so that it gives you a new cycle, a rebirth of love. But the Hierophant here, is up to you. It's how you're learning to see that it's time to work on that, to deal with that, to get more information, to be more knowledgeable. And that's why I kept saying about how you're learning with the Hierophant here. It's more information that you need to get from within too. Okay? Forgiveness. For some of you, this is about an ex you don't want to forgive, or you feel like they need to offer you forgiveness. They're still holding back. You haven't heard. They haven't came towards you. They're scared to break themselves out of their mind and to take action. To be the other willing party of this Two of Cups in reverse. All right, all those cards hit the floor, and I'm not going to take time right now to pick them up. So let's use these to clarify this Hierophant. Okay. This is in reverse, the stepping stones, or being centered. Your higher sense of learning is off balance. That's why it kept having me to go over about what this Hierophant is, or what it should not only stand for marriage to you when you see this Hierophant, but it's about being in a union that is centered. Okay? Being in a union or a marriage that is just right. And some of you are not in one at this moment. Okay? It's for you as the Hierophant to feel complete already. And then I say that, right? I said at the beginning that you need to feel complete and happy or content with yourself. Not when I get married, that's going to make me feel complete. No, it's not. It should be an addition to your completion already. Okay, and that's when the sense of equality or duality will come in, because yesterday the spread, we had the star and the sun, the day and the night, right? A sense of duality. But some of you are not aware of what your inward emotions and mentally that you're working on right now as a sense of awareness. That's why they kept telling me about this Hierophant, not just about marriage, but a sense of equality. Some of you need to become, or you already understand and aware, that the marriage you're in right now is uncentered, is unbalanced, is making you feel emotionally and mentally incomplete. Your sense of well-being is being tested right now. It's being shattered with the Ten of Cups in reverse. You're wanting more communication, and you're wanting a peaceful resolution. You're wanting more information from your mate, or more information from the ethers to tell you what to do about this. But I go back again to the sense of higher learning for within yourself. You need to make yourself more aware and complete than relying on somebody else to do that for you as a commitment. Okay. The next one is, like I just called, a star. There it go. Aquarius. We had it come out yesterday. So some of you need to get out of this idealistic image or thought or emotional feelings of what marriage is. Okay? Some of you are becoming very detached from love, of what you're in right now, for people who are committed or whatever. And some of you are still detached from too much mentally and emotionally for this new love as the Emperor and the Ace of Cups to come in. Again, back to the Hierophant about higher learning. You can come out or heal that sense of detachment within yourself and how you see or want to be around other people when you consistently do higher learning for yourself. Okay, you're very smart. Some of you are going after some type of school, or wanting to go back to school or do some type of higher learning or knowledge. Now is the time. And we had the word eccentric to come out yesterday. It's kind of like it's saying that it's time for you, as a sense of feeling more complete or happy or healed, for you to step out your box, and you're becoming more aware that it's time for you to be an individualistic, eccentric, opinionated, very assertive and independent, idealistic and original person. Some of you, the situation that you're in is drowning you mentally and emotionally. Okay? And this is why you steady keep holding back from the person that you're with. For a lot of you, because you're not supposed to be with that person, they're dimming your light as the star card. But again, this can be used the Hierophant, where that you want to keep this sense of commitment because this is what the 3D world said you should do. But it's a higher learning to this, though. It's not about what the world tell you you should be, what you should stay in, or what you should do, including myself. The Hierophant here is higher learning from within of what you want. Okay? Destiny. Divinely guided, like I'm speaking about now. Convictions, like I was just talking about. Some of you are going through this because you feel it's your sense of duty. Okay? Especially with the Emperor up there. You may feel like this is your sense of duty to do this, to be this, but also it's telling you that this is your destiny. A wish is being fulfilled here. For some of you, you got marriage about to come in, or meeting a person that will lead to commitment and marriage. But you're too emotionally and mentally detached from your own self. And this is why you can not really connect with your spirituality and understanding your trials and tribulations, and you're feeling more as a crisis than destiny and fate. All right. The Crow, Scorpio, the underworld, 8th house of Scorpio. Remembering mystery, magical power, a new event or happening, observant or an omen. So, like the card that came out yesterday here, look for a sign. Some of you, some type of happening or new event will be taking place. But you need to be very observant of what it's trying to tell you through divinely being guided. To use your intellect of what it's trying to tell you. And if you're already in your sense of higher learning, then you will understand this omen. Okay? It's a sign that's coming to you. It's going to be different for everybody. But some of you may not be paying attention to it, or you're ignoring it because you got the blindfold on. But it could be something happening in your life, in your situation, that will help you to get out of a certain marriage or relationship, but you're scared to break free and to be individual or individualistic, to be opinionated, to speak your truth. This is why the sword is in reverse. Okay? And to be assertive as the emperor and take charge of your own life, to put you in a better sense of equality for yourself. That's higher learning. But some of you may stay in a situation because you feel like duty calls. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what the 3D world says I should do or be or exude myself or act like. Instead of having the higher learning through spirituality and from divinely being guided, that will be leading me to my destiny. It says it's perfect timing for this destiny to start to unravel. Some of you, this is marriage because this is the star card, your D9 of Navamsha, okay, in your Vedic chart that is opening up now. And you may be already met somebody, or you will, but you may see with the blindfold on, you may not see this event happening where that it may help you, or you may meet up with somebody, right? And you may be so much as the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, so much overthinking and in your mind in the situation that you don't want to explore the conversation with this person. That's why the sword in the down position says to reconsider. In the upright, it's a yes. Some of you are saying a no. Let's get the last card here on the 2 of Cups. Thank y'all for tuning in for today. I may come back on later. I have an appointment I need to go and do. And late tonight, I may come back on if I'm not too tired. Yeah, so this is why I came on so early. Yeah, seeing the owl, seeing the eyes through the soul, or the soul through the eyes. Okay, the owl is higher learning also. It's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's insight. You got to see through the facade. It's some secrets that will be still hidden, that is around you, but you won't take the blindfold off to see it because it's right in your face. For some of you who need to hear that, okay? And again, the word awareness. Some of you are not observing or being or having a sense of awareness of what you're seeking for is right in front of your face. But you're about to explore the unknown, though, when it comes to this 2 of Cups. For some of you, that's a new person. For some of you, it's somebody that you're with right now, but you don't want to observe the situation. You don't want to really see the person you're with for truly who they are. because I keep going back to this blindfold here. You don't want to be aware, but your wish is that you really can move on, you know, with your life, because you're feeling divinely guided to move on. Let me get something on why this is. I see the word awareness and observant twice. Okay, something that you're either aware of and that you have been observing, or you're not. And that's going to be different for everybody, right? All right, and I just got the text message that I was waiting on. So let's make this the last two cards. Yeah, see the garden and the gate and the thief. Don't self-sabotage something. Either the universe is trying to divinely guide you out of this marriage or union or situation for you to be an individual and independent person now, okay? To put you on a different path than what you're on right now. But you see it for some of you, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not taking charge to do it. You're not speaking your truth, and it's keeping you in a sense of unbalanced, okay? It's steady making you feel unjust, unright, no sense of well-being. The thief card also is that you have to stop letting somebody keep getting away with things that you see, but you don't want to see it. Okay? A lot of you see everything that's going on, but you don't say anything. You don't want to fight. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to argue. The Lovers. Whoever this new person coming in, they're sent to you by fate and destiny. It's a wish about to be given to you. But you must see, or you will start to see, the Hierophant through the facade that this person is the one. Okay? But you also must forgive yourself, forgive the situation, forgive an ex, or however you need to do it to get your equality back within yourself as a sense of higher learning. Because it seems like this is all spiritual here, where it's time to love yourself for you and your future, not to keep giving your all to a situation that you keep hiding behind the blindfold on, and you don't want to see it for what it is. Okay? So some type of omen is going to have to happen for you to see it. All right, let me throw out your let me see, what is this? Let me throw out a card for you so I can end it. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all pretty much understand what I'm saying, okay? Some of you are so scared to believe in your spirituality and strongly being divinely guided to leave a situation because you're so much into the 3D. You'd rather be so much into the 3D in more than spirituality and fate. Control issues and spiritual path. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Spiritual path. The true beliefs are coming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Is somebody in your life that's having control issue problems? Okay? And it's time for you to break free from that. It also could be control issue problems that you have within yourself as a sense of blockage. You can't control everybody. You can't control every situation. Okay? You also need to let off control over your own self so that this can be divinely guided to the person that you're supposed to come into your life. Some of you, you're self-sabotaging this. You're self-sabotaging. Some of you, you're self-sabotaging your own self because you're still stuck in something that you knew and that you seen and that you observed a long time ago that you should have been gone by now. So the universe is keep trying to teach you things through a higher learning as the Hierophant. Heightened intuition in reverse. It's be extra aware, that word aware again, of inner knowingness, and it's trustworthy. Again, some of you are not listening to your intuition. It's very heightened right now. But you're not observing it. You're not paying attention to it. You don't want to be aware of it. Okay? Because some of you are really going by a lot of worldly denominations of things as the Hierophant. Because the Hierophant consists of like government, the world, a certain religious denomination that you believe in or that you are wanting to pay a duty to or pay homage to. Okay. Also, some of you, your intuition is going to heighten even more. You're going to realize that omen, multifaceted. So whatever situation that you are facing or that you're in or will be facing, yes, it's going to be multifaceted. It's going to be many layers and dimensions to the situation, to the person or the situation that you're thinking about. But even if it does, that doesn't top fate or destiny. All of that other stuff is just talk. A lot of things in our life are multifaceted. It's got many layers and dimensions to it. Oh, it's complicated. You want to understand, Vesta. I've been with this person. I don't care how long you've been with the person. If your fate is your fate, but it's something here that you're not seeing, okay, that you already seen, but you won't release yourself from it because it's control issues with that person, or they have control issues over you, your life as the Emperor and the Hierophant, or this is a certain religious denomination that has a sense of control over you that you must feel that you have to pay a duty to, or to follow through with it as the Hierophant. Or this is control issues within yourself where that you're trying to control your fate and your destiny. So you are self-sabotaging yourself, the Seven of Swords here, and not walking your true spiritual path. The last card is own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. It's time for you to own your own divine power, okay? This spiritual path is here because it's becoming more clearer to you now because it's part of your fate and destiny. The Star card. Jupiter in Aquarius, right? Divine masculine energy for husband. You're always going to continue to face problems in life. It don't matter who you with. That's not the issue. The issue is that what you are trying to have control over and how you allow people to have control over you. Instead of letting spirituality and fate have control over you, a lot of you keep allowing another human being to have control over you. And it should be vice versa. If you're having control issues over other people, you need to stop that. You need to stay within your own power. I feel that we're through here, okay? We'll probably also may pick back up on this as a continuation because now fate and destiny is stepping in here, okay? Because it can be some type of secret that is going to take you down this new path and give you your power back, because you need to come out of this multifaceted, many layers and dimensions to the problem and situation and person that you're dealing with. No, that's you that keep dealing with it. Okay? Because you're allowing this person or situation to have control over you. Some of you, if this is about a job, and they got control over you, you're working for the government in some type of way, the universe is telling you to listen to your intuition. Okay? And it's time to come out of that codependency of working for that company, working for that government or state or job. And it's time for you to become individualistic, to go your own way, to be assertive, and now take action, and to go toward your destiny with this, which is a new path. Some of you may already seen it or observed it or seen some things go on in the job or the work front. Okay, but you've been trying to keep your eyes closed or the blindfold on. You didn't want to speak up or say anything about it. But it's time now, or the universe is removing you from this situation. So it's a yes for you to move on. Okay? You already see through the facade, or you will start to. And it's going to open up this new path for you to move on. This is also some of you accepting forgiveness so that you can be spiritually guided to this new person for marriage. It's kind of saying, like, let the universe take control of your spiritual path and quit trying to control everything. Because when you do that, trying to fight fate, whether that you're trying to control everything instead of listening to divine guidance, that's when towers happen. And people, places, and things start to be snatched out of your life. And that what is turned into multifaceted. More layers, more dimensions, and more problems, more issues. And now you're dug deeper into something where it's more even harder to get out of. All right. So that's it for today. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.